Imagine a world where you never have to pay for food. Intriguing, isn't it? Today we're venturing into that hypothetical universe. Picture this, a world where every bite, every meal, every feast costs nothing. It's a tempting thought, but it comes with its fair share of complexities and implications. Could this utopia be a blessing or a curse? How would it shape our society, our economy, our environment? So what would happen if all food was free? Let's dive in. Starting with number 10, overconsumption. Imagine a world where all food is free, where there are no financial barriers to what or how much we eat. Sounds wonderful, doesn't it? But let's consider the flip side of that coin. With no constraints, we might end up eating more than we need, leading to overconsumption and inevitably waste. Think about the times you filled your plate at a buffet, only to discover your eyes were bigger than your stomach. Now, apply that scenario to a global scale. We're talking about mountains of food going to waste every day. And it's not just about waste. Overconsumption can lead to a slew of health problems, from obesity to heart disease. And let's not forget the environmental impact. Producing food requires resources, water, land, energy. If we're wasting food, we're also wasting these valuable resources. So free food might just lead to a lot more waste and health problems. At number 9, we have changes in agriculture. Picture this, if food were free, the whole economic landscape of farming could transform. Farmers, no longer motivated by profit margins, might reduce the variety of crops they grow. Instead, they could focus on those crops that are easiest and cheapest to produce. This could unfortunately lead to a decline in the diversity of our diets. The changes wouldn't stop at crop variety. Farming methods could shift towards those that are more cost-efficient, but potentially less environmentally friendly. For instance, we might see a rise in monoculture farming, which is easier to manage but can lead to soil degradation and increased pesticide use. In this brave new world, the concept of organic might lose its meaning, as the focus shifts from quality and sustainability to efficiency and cost. As a result, agriculture as we know it could be turned on its head. Number 8 brings us to a significant economic shift. In a world where all food is free, our economies would undergo a dramatic transformation. The food industry, a key cog in the economic machine, would face considerable challenges. With food now free, the industry could potentially see significant job losses as the business models of countless farms, restaurants, and supermarkets become obsolete. But it's not all doom and gloom. This shift could also spark the birth of new industries and professions. For instance, we might see an explosion in culinary creativity, as chefs and food enthusiasts no longer need to account for the cost of ingredients. However, to maintain this free food utopia, new forms of government funding would be needed. Taxes may need to be adjusted, or perhaps entirely new revenue streams created. It's an enormous task, but not an insurmountable one. The economy would have to adapt, and fast. Coming in at number 7, the potential for exploitation. With all food being free, we open up an avenue for misuse and exploitation. Imagine a world where, instead of money, access to food becomes the new currency. In such a world, power could easily shift to those who control the distribution channels. Consider this scenario. A group or individual manages to control a significant portion of the food supply. They could then wield this control to manipulate communities, countries, or even the world. Free food, meant to be a boon, could instead become a tool for coercion and control. Moreover, the potential for exploitation isn't limited to large-scale manipulations. On a smaller scale, individuals might hoard food, leading to scarcity and unequal distribution. It's an unfortunate reality that even the noblest of intentions can be twisted. Free food could unfortunately become a tool for manipulation. Moving on to number 6, changes in lifestyle. With all food becoming free, imagine the profound impact it could have on our daily lives. Suddenly, the hours spent working to put food on the table could be redirected elsewhere. Imagine the luxuries and experiences we could indulge in with the money saved from grocery bills. Perhaps we'd see a boom in travel or a renaissance in arts and culture, fueled by people with more time and resources at their disposal. Not only that, but think about the reduction in stress that could come with knowing your next meal is guaranteed, regardless of your financial situation. This could lead to improved mental health on a global scale. And let's not forget the potential for increased social interaction. With food no longer a financial concern, we might see a return to communal dining, bringing communities closer together. Who knows what we could do with all that extra time and money? At number 5, we have health implications. Now imagine a world where all food is free. Sounds like a dream, right? But with every silver lining, there's a cloud. On one hand, free food could lead to better nutrition for everyone. It could mean access to fresh fruits, vegetables, and whole grains that might otherwise be unaffordable. People could potentially eat healthier, leading to lower rates of obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and other diet-related conditions. But on the flip side, free food could also lead to overconsumption. When there's no cost barrier, it's easy to indulge. We could see an increase in obesity and related health issues. It's a bit like a double-edged sword, isn't it? More access to healthier food can be great, but only if we have the discipline to make the right choices. Our health could be significantly impacted, for better or for worse. Number 4 brings us to increased social equality. Imagine a world where access to food isn't determined by the size of your paycheck. In this world, food insecurity, a pressing issue that millions grapple with, could be significantly reduced, if not completely eradicated. Now consider the potential for greater social equality. As it stands, socioeconomic status often dictates the quality and quantity of food one can afford. But in a world where all food is free, this barrier would be lifted. Everyone, regardless of their economic standing, would have access to the same quality and quantity of food. This could lead to a decrease in social stratification, as one of the fundamental needs for survival is met for all. It could also foster a sense of solidarity, as the shared experience of dining transcends social and economic boundaries. Free food could be a game changer for social equality. Coming in at number 3, environmental impact. Free food for everyone sounds like a dream come true, right? But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. The environmental implications could be staggering. Picture this. The demand for food skyrockets, leading to an increase in production. This means more land for agriculture, resulting in deforestation and loss of biodiversity. Now let's think about distribution. The need to deliver food to everyone, everywhere, could lead to a surge in transportation emissions. We're talking about more trucks, planes, and ships burning fossil fuels, contributing to climate change. And then there's waste. With no cost attached, people might become less mindful about their consumption, leading to an increase in food waste. This could exacerbate the problem of landfills and increase greenhouse gas emissions. So while free food seems like a fantastic idea, the environmental implications could be monumental. At number 2, we have innovation and technological advancement. In a world where all food is free, the need to efficiently produce and distribute this food could become a powerful force driving innovation and technological advancement. This scenario might lead to the rise of smart farming technologies, artificial intelligence, and automation on an unprecedented scale. Imagine drones delivering fresh produce right to your doorstep, or vertical farms in our cities growing food year-round, regardless of climate. We could see the advancement of lab-grown meats, reducing our reliance on traditional livestock farming and its environmental impact. The food packaging industry might revolutionize too, with biodegradable or even edible packaging becoming the norm. In this world, technology wouldn't just be a luxury, it would become essential, integral to our food supply chain. And the best part? These innovations wouldn't just benefit the food industry. They'd spill over into other sectors, improving efficiency, sustainability, and quality of life. Free food could be a catalyst for innovation. And finally, at number 1, a paradigm shift in society. Imagine a world where the daily grind to earn a living for the very basic necessity, food, is no longer a concern. It would not just alter our individual daily routines, but could fundamentally change societal norms and values. With the elimination of food as a commodity, we might see a shift towards a more community-oriented society. Picture this. Instead of rushing to the grocery store after a long day at work, you could be spending that time with your neighbors, sharing stories and experiences over a meal that didn't cost a dime. The pressure to accumulate wealth for basic survival could decrease, potentially leading to a less materialistic society. In this new world, our focus might shift from individual gain to collective well-being. It's a powerful thought, isn't it? Could free food bring us closer together as a society? Only time will tell. So there you have it, the top 10 things that could happen if all food was free. From overconsumption to economic shifts, potential exploitation, lifestyle changes, health implications, increased social equality, environmental impacts, a paradigm shift in society. The ramifications are far-reaching and complex. Free food isn't just about satiating hunger, it's about radically altering the very fabric of our society. Whether it's a utopian dream or a dystopian nightmare, a world with free food would be nothing like the world we know today.